Chapter 7, Episode 4. George first met David in the Manning Club. George Sr. was a cousin through a marriage and around a couple corners. George Sr. was also a military man that had eventually taken a job in what was called the American Defence. Everyone in defence knew defence was a bit of a white lie. They were in the business of making war, not avoiding enemies, but seeking them out and bringing them up to speed. George Jr. was in his early 20s when he first talked to David Silversnake. Like many, he was a little reluctant to talk to the man. There was something in the man that went beyond arrogance. But over the years, they had become both friends and conspirators in the world of money and power. George joined the military when he turned 18 and spent his first 4 years in university. It allowed him a nice position in the Marines. He was not a typical rich family's son. He loved going to war. He loved the thrill of covert operations in foreign countries. Though he never told anyone, his greatest thrill was cutting the throats of the enemy. Even when he was given the title of Sargent Major, he still went out of his way to find someone to kill. He wasn't a monster. He never killed women or children, just the enemy. He was 45, still strong and fitter than most other Marines. A bar fight in his home country was a seldom thing. In enemy lands, his attitude often got him into fights. Ruth put her head on his shoulder and distracted him from his view of himself in the bedroom mirror. George looked at her partial reflection behind his large presence. She was also military, but not a killer like him. She was what most guys called a paper pusher. She was gentle, kind, and sweet, except for a little more distinction in the lines around her eyes. She looked much like she had when they had married 15 years earlier. "Are you okay, George?" "I'm good." He turned around to give Ruth a hug and kissed her on her forehead. What David had for him would not be something he could talk about near electronic devices. George didn't have a clear picture. David had said nothing on the phone. That was not so unusual, but this time something big was coming together. He was trained to notice when things were brewing. Many things had been set to boil since the new president came to power and started pointing out the enemy. Maybe George could go somewhere and kill people. That would be nice. That's it, bud. So straight on to